भी पुरानी वेबिनार के वक्ताओं को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. I would like to welcome you all on Independent Research Ethics Society's 2821st webinar today on topic of fish as food and or medicine. Both, not or and. We have great speaker Dr. Sekat Kumar Basuji, Dr. Suparna Sanyal Mukherjee Madam. Welcome both the speakers.
Thank you. Thank you, Sharma ji. Sharma ji, I will go first today. Madam will
Yes,
join in 10 minutes. Okay.
right. Please. You're most welcome.
Okay. Can I start now?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Sharma ji, for a nice introduction. For Bengalis, fish is a part of life, both socially and culturally, because in many of our religious festivals, marriage, everything, fish is gifted or fish is being, it's very common along all the eastern states. Like the culture is very similar to Odisha also because they have a big coastline. Similarly, in Bengal and also in coastal Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. So we do carry a similar culture and tradition where fish is given as a gift to the newlywed couple. Because it is considered to be an auspicious, like seeing a fish before you go to good work or an important work or an important interview, it is considered to be a blessing of God. And a fish is considered, one to be a Bahan of Lord Vishnu. So for the fish avatar that you all know from the famous Vishnu Puran. So all these aspects adds to the cultural richness, and it is not just Bengali. It is also very common with people like in Assam because they have the great Brahmaputra, and fishing is also done there. So fish is also a part of the culture of Tripura, Assam, on the northeastern states, as also West Bengal and Odisha and coastal Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. So with this, I'll start with why fish is important. I am leaving out the importance of the part, the biological importance of the part of the fish with madam, so that we do not repeat the same information. I am going to tell you why fish is important and where fishes are going, why it is so scary that we are losing the diversity of the fish. So in very general part, that it has been a part of the traditional diet and historical in any areas that has been riverine. So from ancient humans, from the Paleolithic to Neolithic age or the Stone Age through the Bronze Age and other areas, as humans started evolving and they started looking for food sources, fish has always been a very important part of the diet. If you look into biblical stories, you will see that fish has also been a very auspicious species and associated with the diets in along the areas where Jesus evolved. It is a part of Judaism, it is a part of Christianity too, in which fish is considered and given a very holy symbol and considered to be a very important species that has been an important part of the diet. Now, why this has been an important part of the diet is has been from prehistoric time, starting from even Arctic areas. Like if you go to the Arctic Canada, and Arctic Russia, which means the Siberia region, as well as the Lapland countries in the Europe, even in those freezing water, there is always fish available. And during the summer, when the temperature is conditions, people would take time regularly collect all the materials and fish during the summertime. They will cure and process them. They will take out the guts and stuff, and then they will dry the fish and they will store the fish for their winter diet. It is very, very important for survival of many human tribes along the Arctic regions, along the very, very cold regions, including the Amazonian jungles to countries across Asia, Africa, and Latin America. Wherever there has been a riverine ecosystem, which means that there are plenty of rivers or there are access to seas and oceans, people have traveled long distances to collect fishes and has incorporated them as a part of the diet. Now, why fish has traditionally become an important part of the diet in the human verse Understand, during the ancient days, our humans did not have enough powerful tools to hunt big animals. Like over the time, as human brains evolved, human species transformed from one species to another, ultimately becoming homo sapiens, it was an extremely challenging for them to go and hunt big animals. The techniques and technology for hunting these animals improved over time, but fish was an easy catch. Wherever there was people who lived along the coast or live along the rivers, ponds, swamps, ditches, along these areas, very simple tools like wooden bows and arrows and spears that they have been able to design and develop were extensively used for hunting fish. So it was an easy, comparatively easy hunting. It was associated with less danger. You know, in old days, to hunt those big animals, it was full of dangers. Always people who would go for hunting, there was always chances that some of them may not be able to come back to their caves or tents or whatever they used to have at that time. Fish was a much safer choice, easy source, easily digestible, rich sources. And if you look into the archaeological sites from most places, the archaeologists have been able to find fish bones, which were very common. It showed that people were used to eating both marine fishes as well as fish coming from the freshwater part. So both of them were important and has been a traditional part and has helped humans in evolving over the time. Particularly, you will see animals that do hunting of fishes like cats and bears and stuff who go into the water and hunt the fish. They will eat the head first. It is because these brains and stuff are rich in nutrients that helps them to build up nutrients very fast, and at the same time this decapacitates the fish in running away. So traditionally, historically, archaeologically, and culturally, for many countries around the world, fish has been a very important traditional diet. Over the time, hundreds and thousands of cuisines, starting from fish soup to fish curry, has evolved around the world. Various different cultures have used and explored fish in different ways and forms that they feel comfortable so that they can consume it as a rich source of a protein, easily digestible, easily available and accessible to people. And it is important to mention that both freshwater and marine fish has been historically a part of our food system. First, the freshwater system, because they were easily accessible. As human beings started to learn how to navigate, how to move into the oceans, how to go and swim and collect hunts and trap fishes in the ocean water, then marine fishes become important part of the diet. And they are important in the sense they're not only a source of various rich mineral oils, but you know that fish oil is very good for heart. Japanese diet is extensively based on fishes. Their most of their dishes, like whether it is sushi or any other things, it's semi-raw fish that they consume. And it has been found that their heart conditions and stuff are very good because they are consuming fish oil almost every day, and a traditional part of the diet. Fish has become very, very important diet for Japanese, Koreans, Chinese, people in Southeast Asia, for example, Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, Myanmar, Philippines, Indonesia, Malaysia, all these countries, Brunei, Singapore, everywhere you will see there is a huge stock of fish industries, and their diet is predominantly fish based in these countries. And overall, their health is also quite good compared to us because they consume fish, and the fish oil keeps their heart keep going. And not only this, that they use only fishes, the scales, the fish bones and stuff, everything has very important uses. In archaeological sites have indicated that people have used fish bones as ornaments. There has been ornaments made, or small pendants that has been made from fish bones. Fish bones were used for making arrowheads. There were multiple uses of fish that has been a rich part of the culture. But now, as we look into our world today, that fish is consumed around the world. There is huge consumption in Western countries, in Africa, Asia, Latin America. There is huge fish harvest, both in the freshwater ecosystem from our rivers, lakes, dams, and other areas, as well as from the marine part. But as our population has been increasing and our technology has been developing very fast, one challenging aspect that we have been finding with this is what? Is that fish is being harvested from their natural ecosystem, both in freshwater as well as in marine water, at a very fast rate. But the degradation of fish population in the marine ecosystems or in the world oceans and seas have been much more devastating in comparison to the what you call it in the riverine system. Why? Because in many ponds, swamp ditches, or in berries, or in intensive agricultural production, freshwater fishes are regenerated. We can grow them from the fries. You can reach them marketable size and grow them in confined areas, just like ponds and stuff, and then use as soon as they reach marketable size, they go into the market, and again you will regenerate by having a new population. So freshwater fishes, particularly the small varieties, have become extinct with environmental pollution, with rise of population, with indiscriminate destruction of the wetland areas, and many indigenous, but many species in India, which were small species, the small, relatively unknown species, which has been a part of the diet, has been completely eradicated, and it is very alarming. But the the species population in the world ocean has been devastating. It's been devastating. Why? Previously, we used to go into the open sea with trawlers and things, and you have nets so that you can put in the lines, put the bait, and catch fish as one, two, three, four, or small nets holding maybe 100 fishes, 200 fishes, maybe 1 ton, and things like that. But today we have giant liners, giant fishing boats which are using trawl net fishing, which means that the net is gigantic, they are tied to ocean lying vessels, and they are scraping the ocean bottom and taking out everything into the net, making fish extremely vulnerable. 100,000 tons of fishes are being exploited around the world, and some of the fish species, such as tuna or bluefin tuna and other species, which are extremely popular in Western countries, have reached to that extent where the government have been forced to impose sanctions where no more fishing is allowed. Prawn, shrimps, various other species, crabs that are harvested, crayfish, not just fishes, all these allied marine products that are harvested, they have been harvested at such a fast rate. People are consuming them at such a massive rate that many species, particularly the marine ones, have become endangered. Many have become extinct, or some are critically endangered, almost towards reaching towards extinction, because the fishes are not getting enough time to lay their eggs and raise their next generation. For example, hilsa is a fish which is very popular in eastern India as well as in Bangladesh for the taste. But for a long time, particularly around the coastal West Bengal, these fishes has been harvested in Ganges and other areas, estuarine areas, at such a high rate, and even young small fishes were harvested at a very fast rate that today most of the hilsa fish that comes to West Bengal for consumption during or after monsoon actually comes from Bangladesh, actually comes from Myanmar, adjoining Myanmar, because there is over exploitation that in Indian waters these fishes are not getting abundantly available. These are alarming not only for the purpose of food security, not but also for the ocean cycle. And with the increasing population of microplastics getting into the ocean liners releasing toxic chemicals, oil, and various other warhead materials going into the water. There is nuclear contaminations in some area. Ocean water is becoming dangerous because the fishes which are exposed to this waste are also consuming the waste. The number of ocean liners going into the ocean has increased, and the dumping of human waste into the ocean water directly, through which our fishes and other marine mammals and other animals are coming in contact, is slowly turning into detrimental for their population. They are picking up diseases, cholera, and bacteria, and when people are consuming, they are also having the same issues. Long time back, there has been a mercury contamination in Japan. Mercury was released into the 8G plus 2, or mercurous ion or mercuric ion were released into the water, and the fishes consumed surviving in those water, when they were captured and consumed by people, led into mercury led poisoning in the human body. This happened along the Minamata Bay of Japan, and hence since then these particular mercury poisoning of fish has been regarded as the Minamata disease, very dangerous, results in paralysis and other related disorders in human, particularly when even fishes are harvested in ponds or in enclosed areas, the feeds that they are sometimes provided, the food that is provided is also artificial. Sometimes this food is genetically modified, sometimes they are supplemented with steroids and other chemicals, and this is resulting in genetic modification, mutations in humans, mutations in the fishes, and as humans are consuming those pathogens, those genetic mutation, mutated food and stuff are getting into our body systems through our food chains and food webs. Our marine birds and stuff that are dependent on the fishes, they are also getting impacted through fishes, because fishes, if you have heavy metals contaminated in the water, say water discharge from the tannery rich in chromium, water discharge from the sewages into the ocean water rich in various toxic metabolites, toxins, antibiotics, chemicals that come from the paint industries and stuff getting into the water, and the fishes surviving in those water are picking up those chemicals inside the fish tissues. The fish are dying, and even if they are not dying, these heavy metals are accumulating within the fish tissues in very high concentration. Even in the farms where fishes are being produced and raised, there has been no reports of heavy metal contamination, so that fish, which used to be a very important source of nutrition, is also turning into a very deadly dangerous disposition, in the sense that poisons and toxins and heavy metal toxins are getting into our food system, and also these microplastics are also getting into our system through the fish. And at the same time, the fish stocks and the fish population are showing depleting signs around the world. So it is important for us to understand that sustainable agriculture and harvest of the fishes are important. Unless we are very what you call selective, and we do not exhaust the fish stock population, we are going to put the world into very serious problems of degradation of the marine biodiversity or marine diversity of fishes, as well as resulting because we are polluting our external environment, and this is getting into the fishes, and when the fishes are incorporated into our diet, it is getting into the human population, into our body system, into our food chains. So this is very alarming. So fish conservation is important, and also it is important to protect the environment in which we are surviving, so that we do not result in very serious and significant challenges with respect to that. Fish is an important constituent of our ecosystem. Fish is an important constituent of our medicine. Various medicine, particularly the fish oil, is extensively used in production of many what you call allopathic medications. These are very, very important. Many species of fish produces various grades and different distinct oils that are made into capsules and are consumed by people, good for heart and various other ailments and diseases. There has been metabolites that are found in the tails of the shark that has been found to be very important for health, particularly for nerve diseases. And then sharks have been harvested at a huge number, their tails being cut, and the medicine is being extracted at an extrapolated manner, in the sense that many shark populations are showing decline. So with all this, it is important to mention on the fish day that to protect our society, to protect our health, and also to protect the fish for future generations, and also for the integrity of our ecosystem, a balanced approach is needed, so that we do not over harvest our fish, and make it a sustainable practices, so that fish continues to cohabit with us in the planet and enrich our life through a source of food and medicine. Thank you very much, Dr. Sharma. Allow me 5 minutes. I'll give a call to madam so that we can connect her. Thank you.
बहुत बहुत आभार आपका शकत जी। आदरणीय सीपी शर्मा सर कुछ बोलेंगे मछली पे? हमारे आयुर्वेद में मछली का क्या यूज है, ये अभी बताने जा रहा हूँ। एक यूज तो मुझे समझ में आता है, एक यूज तो मुझे समझ में आता है, जो हैदराबाद की मछली में हर साल शरद पूर्णिमा के दिन लाखों लोगों की भीड़ लगती है, तो ये बेनिफिट तो मुझे समझ में आता है। और वो कम से कम आप समझो, लाखों लोगों की भीड़ हैदराबाद में लगती है, शरद पूर्णिमा के दिन उसकी मुंह में दवाई रख के खिलाई जाती है। तो ये एक सबसे बड़ा कॉमन पॉपुलर उदाहरण है। इसके अलावा आज यदि हम ओमेगा 6, ओमेगा 3 किन किन ऐसे इंग्रेडिएंट और न्यूट्रिएंट्स की बात करें जो केवल फिश में मिलती है। ये मेरा सौभाग्य है कि मैं बंगाल में 35 साल रहने के बाद भी मछली नहीं खा पाया, न नॉन वेज खा पाया। तो मैं इन सब से वंचित रहा, और जितना न्यूट्रिशन भोलेनाथ को देना था उतना वो दे चुका। अब इसके बाद तो अब पचाने की बारी है, तो मुझे मछली खाने की जरूरत वहां पर नहीं पड़ी। ये एक बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट बात है। वहां की मछली की खाने की जरूरत मुझे नहीं पड़ी। लेकिन फिर भी आज फिश ऑयल आ रहा है, कॉड लिवर ऑयल आ रहा है, कितना आप देखेंगे तो बहुत बड़ा एक असर है। तो मैं आप लोगों के सामने एक प्रेजेंटेशन पेश करने जा रहा हूं, जिसमें क्या क्या हेल्थ बेनिफिट्स हैं मछली के। ये मैं केवल अनुभवी नहीं हूं इसका, जो है वो जन साधारण के ज्ञानवर्धन के कारण मैंने उसको पेश करना उचित समझा है। फिश जो है वो न्यूट्रिशियस फूड है, बीइंग रिच इन प्रोटीन, विटामिन एंड मिनरल्स। लो फैट, हाई क्वालिटी प्रोटीन है। न्यूट्रिशनली फिश कैन बी कैटेगराइज्ड इनटू थ्री टाइप: ऑयली फिश, white fish, and shellfish. Examples of oily fish, अब ये सकजी सुन रहे हैं: सालमन, मैकरेल, फ्रेश, टूना, ट्राउट, सार्डिन, हियरिंग एक्सेट्रा। व्हाइट फिश में पम्फ्रेट, रोहू, तिलापिया। हाँ, ये तो बंगाल में सबसे प्रसिद्ध नाम है, जिसके लिए लाइन लगती है सुबह सुबह सब्जी मंडी में। फ्लैश, वाइटिंग, हेडॉक, सोल, हैक। और शेल फिश है क्रैब्स, मसल्स, ऑयस्टर्स, लॉबस्टर्स, प्रॉन्स। तो ये आज हमारे जमाने में। और यदि मैं न्यूट्रिशनल फैक्ट की बात करूं, तो इसमें A, D, C, B2, राइबोफ्लेविन, B6, B12, इतने सारे विटामिन रहते हैं। कैल्शियम, फास्फोरस रहता है। आयरन, जिंक, आयोडीन, मैग्नीशियम, सोडियम एंड पोटेशियम रहता है। क्रैब, लॉबस्टर और मुसल्स में जो शेल फिश ग्रुप है, इसमें सेलेनियम रहता है, बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट इंग्रेडिएंट है। फॉर 100 ग्राम मीट ऑफ फिश 70 to 90 कैलोरी मिलता है, माने वो थोड़ा सा लिमिट में ही। अब सैल्मन जो है वो एस्टाथजेंथिन रखती है, जो पावरफुल एंटी इंफ्लेमेटरी है, कैरोटीनॉइड क्लास एंटीऑक्सीडेंट है। कुछ फिशों में, जैसा कहा, सेलेनियम रखते हैं, जो एसेंशियल मिनरल है नीडेड टू मेक एंजाइम्स दैट प्ले की रोल्स इन बॉडीज इंटरनल एंटीऑक्सीडेंट नेटवर्क। ओमेगा 3 फैटी एसिड, ओमेगा 3 फैटी एसिड पॉली अनसैचुरेटेड फैटी एसिड हैं, लिक्विड रहते हैं रूम टेम्परेचर पे, और जब जमा देते हैं लिक्विड रहते हैं तो अभी लिक्विड ही रहते हैं। द थ्री मोस्ट न्यूट्रिशनली इंपॉर्टेंट ओमेगा 3 फैटी एसिड: अल्फा लिनोलिक एसिड, इकोपेंटेनिक एसिड EPA, एंड DHA डोकोसाहेक्सोनिक एसिड। ये तीन इसमें रहते हैं। तो ओमेगा 3 फैटी एसिड जो है वो बार बार हर जगह बहुत सारी फिशों में पाई जाती है। दो फैटी एसिड केवल ह्यूमन बीइंग के लिए उपयोगी माने हैं: अल्फा लिनोलिक एसिड और लिनोलिक एसिड। ओमेगा 6 का फैटी एसिड है लिनोलिक, और ओमेगा 3 का फैटी एसिड है लिनोलेनिक, अल्फा लिनोलिक। जो अदर फैटी एसिड्स हैं उसको कंडीशनली इसेंशियल कहा गया है, वो दे आर नॉट रेगुलरली इसेंशियल। एग्जाम्पल इंक्लूड्स DHA, ओमेगा 3 फैटी एसिड का है, और गामा लिनोलिक एसिड ओमेगा 6 फैटी एसिड का है। तो ओमेगा 3 फैटी एसिड जो है डिक्रीज कर देता है ट्राइग्लिसराइड को, लोअर ब्लड प्रेशर को लो करता है, ब्लड क्लॉटिंग बढ़ाता है, इम्यूनिटी बढ़ाता है, और हेल्थ बढ़ाता है ब्रेन की। ये इसके गुण है। ये एल्जाइमर को रोकने की दम रखता है ओमेगा 3, और इन्फ्लेमेशन को कम करता है। अब मेडिकल बेनिफिट्स ऑफ फिश में यदि मैं बात करूं, फिश, मैं तो ये कहूंगा बुरा मत मानिए भाइयों, अरे खाने वाले भाइयों सुधर जाइए। आप जितनी फिशों की हत्या कर रहे हो आपके भोजन के लिए, मैं ब्राह्मण आदमी फिर आपको सावधान कर रहा हूं, आपको अगले उतने जन्म फिश बन के आना है। आप मेडिसिन समझ के खाओ, परंपरा समझ के खाओ, लेकिन मैं नहीं जानता कि ये कब से, शुरू से तो यही खाना शुरू था, आग पे तपा के खा लेते थे भूख के कारण। लेकिन आज हमारी दुनिया में ऐसी कोई जरूरत नहीं है कि हम अपने खाने के लिए किसी की हत्या करें। बिल्कुल नहीं, जरूरी नहीं। आज कस्तूरी मृग से, हिरण हिरण से कस्तूरी निकालने की टेक्निक आ गई। यदि आप लोग इनको जिंदा छोड़ दो तो आप ओमेगा 3 भी खा सकते हो। लेकिन कोई नहीं मानेगा मेरे कहना, 35 साल हो गया, मेरा गला थक गया। उनके लिए सबसे बड़ा स्वाद चिकन मटन और फिश होता है। उनके लिए मेरी बातें बिल्कुल बेस्वाद रहती हैं। वो मेरी बातें मानने को इंटरेस्ट कोई नहीं लेगा। एक आदमी अपने जीवन में 1000 2000 फिश तो खाई जाता होगा, तो उसको ये समझ लेना चाहिए। मैं धर्म और स्पिरिचुअलिटी की बात भी बीच में ला रहा हूं कि अगले 2000 जन्म जितनों को आपने तड़पाया है उतने दिन आपको भी उसी योनि में आना होगा। ये एक अलग बात हो गई, सॉरी, लेकिन फिर भी ये मेरा मन है। डॉक्टर 2 बार खाने की, पर वीक 2 बार खाने की सलाह देते हैं। पर वीक 2 बार ओनली। यहाँ बंगाल में मैं रहता हूँ और सुबह शाम फिश बनती है। फिश इज पैक्ड विद प्रोटीन, विटामिन एंड न्यूट्रिएंट्स दैट कैन लोअर बीपी एंड हेल्प रिड्यूस द रिस्क ऑफ हार्ट अटैक और स्ट्रोक। वाह! फिश such as sardines, pichards, salmon, mackerel have the highest concentration of omega 3 and they are also rich in essential omega 3 also, जो हेल्थी ब्रेन के लिए इफेक्ट रहता है। अब फिश के स्लोगन सुन लीजिए आप। फिश फॉर हेल्थ, फिश फॉर वेल्थ, फिश फॉर प्रोटीन, फिश फॉर प्रोग्रेस, फिश फॉर न्यूट्रिशन, फिशिंग फॉर एवोकेशन, फिश फॉर गुड फूड, फिशिंग फॉर लिवलीहुड, फिश फॉर गुड हार्ट, फिशिंग फॉर गुड मार्ट, फिश प्रोवाइड स्ट्रेंथ, फिश रिलीव टेंस, फेस्ट और फीस्ट, फिश इज फर्स्ट। अरे बाप रे बाप! एक जाति की, एक समाज की हत्या करने के लिए हमने कितने प्यारे प्यारे स्लोगन गढ़े हैं। थैंक यू। मैं फिलर का काम किया आप लोगों के बीच में, जब तक सुपर्णा जी हमारी विद्वान वक्ता नहीं आई। थैंक यू फॉर अलाउइंग मी टू शेयर माय थॉट्स। मैं आदरणीय डॉक्टर सुपर्णा सान्याल मुखर्जी मैडम को सादर आमंत्रित करता हूं उनकी ब्लेसिंग्स के लिए। डॉक्टर सुपर्णा सान्याल मुखर्जी, वेलकम मैडम, वेलकम।
Thank you very much. Nice to see you here once again. And really, it's a very good topic. Bengalis are very machli lover है. मछली छोड़ के वो कुछ नहीं खाते हैं और फेवरेट भी है. बट ये तो ट्रेडिशन भी है, उसके साथ साथ इसका साइंटिफिक कॉजेस भी है. When the tradition mixed up with the scientific causes and phenomena, it's give you the higher potential and higher value in your life and livelihood strategy. The feces are very important part of our everyday's life. We There are so many types of feces, like the sweet water feces, salt water feces, then the pond water, river water feces. So many feces and various types of feces are there which can which breed in the side of the, especially the water, and it is very important part from the our scripture, the Vedas, Upanishads. There are also feces are also mentioned over there. In Chinese culture, Japanese culture, everywhere we will find it out, the fish. The fish are with a very important part of our Hindu mythology too, where it was happened because it has a empathic value and ethical point of view. Because Arjuna, when Arjuna is giving his potentiality. So they were asking what you are seeing. So he said that the eyes of the fish. The why? Because fishes can see in the deep water, and it is have the punyaki vision. This is the very hazel vision, but which is very clear in the water. So that's why they can get the proper identification in the depth or so. It enhance the in-depth feeling and in-depth potentiality of a human being or a animal instinct which has been inculcated and inborn quality of a particular individual. So in this way, the features are very important, and features are very nutritious, giving us the magnesium, phosphorus, all the vitamin B12, the all nutrients are there. And previously, it was the fishes used to eat by boiled fishes. It is also available here. Especially the traditional food of few tribal communities who used to take the boiled fishes. This boiled fishes is giving you the direct impact in your stomach, and also you can get the direct nutrients from this boiled fishes. The fishes are have the very important part in the socio cultural aspect, socio religious aspect, and economic too, because it has been observed that the fishery sciences also develop for the betterment of the fishes, because if we can develop the breeding process, and then the population explosion and population need is the food, especially the animal food. The fish is there which can is very available for the good health permission, at the same time the good health production we can develop through these fishes. It has been observed the Hilsa Elisha, which is very important and which is very famous to us. These fishes have a very important history. This important history we have seen, like they used to come to the Mexico, and they come, from Mexico to Ganga Basin, especially the West Bengal. They come for the breeding process, their breeding process. They lays their eggs over there, and they used to go back. And when they go back, at that time we used to take the hilsa elisa, and it is our very favorite dishes for our all cultural aspects and the religious aspect. We offer the fishes. So it is very interesting how these fishes existence, and they come to the Ganga basin. And why this Ganga basin has the sweet water and lays their eggs in sweet water, and they get back to the salt water. So this combination is very important, because that's why the Hilsha Elisa giving the so many phosphorus and magnesium production, potassium, all the nutrients are also available in the Hilsha Elisa. And it is also very interesting socio-cultural aspect also related to Hilsha Elisha. So it started in the time when the people used to start the Hilsa Elisha, and when this winter stop, that means the after the Saraswati Puja, no one can take. But after Durga Puja, especially when the Ma Durga used to go to the Niranjan used to happen, that time no one, after that no one can take the Hilsa Elisha, just because of the quantity, the soil fertility, at the same time the river water that's time becoming very salty, and there is no taste over there. And this Hilsa Elisa get back to their homeland and home water basin. So this religious aspect also taught us, but it is also invention. Nowhere it has been written, but it is the research has proved that how the hillside is behaving like that. But how this religious aspect religious aspect has inculcated for the socio-cultural development of a particular fish can be enriched by this socio-cultural aspect. So all are the natural instincts, and who has taught us? The nature has taught us. So that's why we can say that the fishes are very important part, and the other Lebiorohita, then katla, all are the very important fishes, which is also very nutrient food, and we are taking every aspects of our life, and it is very good for our health, and it's promote the medicinal value too. In Ayush also. There is no such fishes endeavor was there, but nowadays it has been observed that in Ayush medicine also, those who are having this laboratory test, they are taking the fish's brain, and from this fish's brain they collected the nutrients qualities and chemical constant, and they used to take in the laboratory and prepare the medicines. That's why the Ayush is also very important for this fishes collection and restoration. Thank you very much. Thanks for giving me such an opportunity. Thanks a lot.
थैंक यू वेरी मच मैडम, थैंक यू वेरी मच, सो नाइस ऑफ यू। आपने पूरा ही बड़े सरल शब्दों में, ये बात बिल्कुल ठीक है। बंगालीज में शादी से लेके मृत्यु तक मछली का काम है। मात छुआनी जो आप बोलते हैं, आफ्टर डेथ सेरेमनी, सेरेमनी नहीं, उनको रिचुअल्स, डेथ रिचुअल्स को, तो उसमें भी एक है कि हम लोगों के यहाँ भी जैसे अन्न छोड़ दिया जाता है, वो लड़का अन्न नहीं खा सकता तो उस दिन से अन्न खाना शुरू होता है, वैसे ही आपके बंगाल में भी बहुत अच्छा, मेरे बंगाल में, मैं आपका क्यों कहूँ, बंगाल मेरा भी है 35 साल से, मैं भी वहीं का वोटर हूँ, तो मैं आपका बहुत बहुत आभार
Exactly.
व्यक्त, बंगाल
Exactly.
मेरा भी है मैडम, क्या
बंगाल
हो,
तो आपका भी है।
मेरा है, बिल्कुल
जय
पक्का
हो,
मेरा
जय
है।
हो।
थैंक यू।
Okay, thank you.
कल
We are
वो,
so proud
कल
of
मैडम
you that we have. Huh.
आपकी बहुत सारे डे
Okay,
छूटे
thank
हैं,
you.
टूरिज्म डे, अनयूजुअल चिल्ड्रन डे, मैं जो दिन गिना दे रहा हूँ, हेलो डे, फिशरी हो गया, रूरल हेल्थ हो गई, गिनीज रिकॉर्ड डे, फैमिली हेल्थ डे एंड थैंक्स गिविंग डे। तो आज के दिन 28 तारीख को फैमिली हेल्थ डे और थैंक्स गिविंग डे भी है। तो कल हम कौन सी रखें और कितने बजे रखें, ये आपसे टाइम लेना चाहता हूँ। एट विच टाइम वी शुड प्लान टुमारो, on which topic, because so many topics have left